Hello everyone, this is Cody from the Corus Brothel. Are you looking for dice or accessories for your tabletop gaming? Look no further than Metallic Dice Games, a premium vendor of metallic and gemstone dice. Listeners of this podcast can receive 10% off any purchase anytime by using the promo code RBP10. So head on over to metallicdicegames.com for all your gaming needs. And don't forget to use the promo code RBP10 to save 10% on any purchase. Enjoy the show.
The Corus Brothel presents The Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
So I got the cool helmet.
We got to loot some stuff, but yes,
head,
if you stick with us, you should be okay.
And the beating heart that radiates cold.
Yeah.
And we still need to break open that thing or use the small key on it.
Want to check out the aviary and what's underneath those, or are we?
Yeah.
Probably has that dragon in there again.
You should try the tiny silver key with the door frame. Maybe it makes a keyhole appear.
It's a thought, yeah.
If you want to check out the aviary, we can do that.
Yes, let's go check out the bird room.
You see pedestals, and on the pedestals are cages each one holding a bird. There are 7. There are 2 windows. Sorry, there are 3 windows. Was it 3 windows?
3 windows.
There are 3 windows. 2 of them actually are labeled underneath. One says Thither. The other says Yawn.
Oh, it's a way to teleport. Maybe. Or they fly to and from.
It's an old school messenger system.
That could also be it.
Mm-hmm. Because the middle one's probably receiving.
Each of the birds is a taxidermied bird that has a different head and a different body. They squawk and flutter about anxiously if you lift up the drapes and look at them.
Wait. Taxidermied?
Yep.
Okay.
She had that taxidermy room.
No. These things are moving taxidermied birds.
She legitimately has it to where they fly to and from those locations.
Exactly.
Probably. So they're probably a messaging system, if anything.
Some of them you might see a couple of bones sticking out even.
I don't see any use for these things whatsoever for our purposes.
That's all you see in there.
Have an idea.
Are you going to try and send something to one of those?
Try to get him to come to us.
Yeah, I could say something.
You going to try and send a limb to them?
A finger in every direction.
I mean, you could say that too.
Oh, good Lord. Just tell us what you're going to do.
Yeah, tell us your idea.
I go to pick up Chinnopio.
Oh, God. Are you putting me into one of these?
I say, do you trust me?
I don't have a reason not to. Okay.
Can we get the small key off of him before he gets shipped away?
Key, not me.
Okay.
So you want to do this without a rope?
He's got a rope.
I have a rope on me, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I never took it off. The rope is disgusting.
I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah. I've left it tied since it was initially tied to me.
So I will first grab him and put him through one of the windows.
Do you trust me? I have no reason not
Nothing
to.
happens.
Nothing happens?
Okay.
I will wrap the rope around my arm and sort of toss him through it.
Okay. You toss him out the window, and he sort of goes, "Whoa!"
I hit the side. Where are these birds?
You take 1 point of hit damage for smacking into the wall.
Okay.
I'll reel him back up.
Okay. Can we think this out next time?
All right. Guess that is probably some sort of spell component.
But we just went through the windows. Have we tried the bird?
I don't want to send
Chinnopio.
something freely through it.
Okay.
Because we may not be able to get you back.
If you hold on to the rope.
No, yeah.
I just me through. I was like, has he got a rope? I've never been untied. It's a leash.
His leash has not been let off at any point.
So before we go into the potion cupboard,
Do we want to try the mirror door? All right, we go to the mirror door, and Chinnopio attempts to smile with his puppet face like he did before, where he just kind of has the eyes.
Are you going to the mirror door or you're going to the potion cabinet?
Mirror door.
Okay.
Does this little tiny key do anything with the wall?
There's no keyhole at all.
Okay, I didn't know if it appeared. That's all. Potion cabinet. Is there a potion cellar? Potion cellar. I need your strongest potion.
Well, there's
The key will unlock. The other key will unlock the potion cabinet.
Gather all the goodies.
I hope there's a labeling system here.
Probably not. If he's going to be like, what was it, Jeff that made all the flavored ones that Matt drank? Are you going to be like Jeff and make flavored potions?
No.
Oh,
Disgusting.
it's exhausting.
It's disgusting. You see,
You don't have to make them disgusting.
You could just
on
make
the
them
bottom
different
shelf,
drinks.
the bottom shelf holds 3 potions. Each one of them is labeled as in Elvish.
Anyone speak that?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, I do too.
One
I
is
don't.
labeled Shrink.
Ooh.
One is labeled Grow.
Enlarge
One
and
is
reduce.
labeled Vanish.
Enlarge, reduce, and invisibility. Who wants the potions?
The top shelf.
I would think enlarge would be good on him. Or honestly, any of you could do good with enlarge because that'll up your damage. Reduce would probably go. It makes you smaller.
It could work well for him too with that.
It could, but
Yeah, it's just
that reduces your damage. It makes you harder to hit, at least for attacks. It wouldn't. I could honestly benefit from that one probably because it doesn't affect the spells. It's just physical attacks get weaker when you reduce. I'm pretty sure.
You should look into that one.
Yeah, I'll look into
Because if
reduce.
it does do that, then definitely.
Yeah, I'll take the reduce one. And then the last is probably
You
invisibility.
said there was some stuff on the upper shelves too?
On the upper shelf, you suddenly see eyes open, and you hear as a cat jumps out, lands on the ground, and as soon as it hits, a dust cloud of something poofs off of it, and you all immediately start sneezing, as you can hear it kind of away.
We just found a skunk cat.
No, now I need to look up dust of sneezing.
A filthy, filthy cat.
You look up dust of sneezing while you're at it.
I can. And no, actually, reduce just makes things weaker, so I wouldn't use it. It'd be something we like use on someone.
Ah.
But dust of sneezing.
Next tag, probably.
Yeah.
well, it would make you smaller. So if
It doesn't benefit you in any way, though. It just
smaller.
Yeah, so you could squeeze through something, but it makes a medium go small, but it doesn't say small goes smaller. But I could have might have just went dust of sneezing and choking.
Yeah, sneezing and joking.
Oh, that's a fun little image. Make a DC 15 con save, and if you fail, you become unable to breathe and sneeze uncontrollably. You are incapacitated and suffocating. As long as you're conscious, the creature can repeat the saving throw until the end of each turn, ending the effect on a success. The lesser restoration spell can end the effect itself. So we all have to make a DC 15 con save, or else until we succeed, we just keep sneezing uncontrollably.
There's no damage effect.
You're incapacitated.
Made it 20.
You can't take actions or reactions. So you can walk around, you just can't do anything until you succeed.
23.
What was the save?
15.
Nope.
Con
save.
Yeah, you're...
Nope.
You have 5... Yeah, you're too shy. Dang. So just keep... I didn't succeed either. A puppet with no nose is...
Yep.
We'll just keep trying to succeed.
Yeah, just keep rolling.
I got it that time.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah,
We're good.
we got it.
All right.
All right. And that was all it was there, is the sneezing and such?
It enacts that
Yeah.
that thing. Yeah.
So just the 3 potions. That's the only thing in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll take the reduce because it probably makes me even smaller. Because as a medium to small, I think it just reduces your size by 1. So I'd go to tiny.
I'm still very curious about what's behind that damn mirror door.
Is there a way to shove that door open? Like, just
It's a
push
frame, but we got no idea how to get behind it.
Like, this is a rickety old place. Can't we just kick the door down?
If you're not afraid to get the goo on your fingers, you want to try and throw it on the door, you might be looking to see if there's a way through it.
Yeah.
Did you use detect magic on it last time?
No.
I haven't used detect magic yet.
Go for it.
Okay.
And that's magic in the area, so that would also work for your jar of goo.
Let's put detect magic on
Just cast it.
area. Yeah, just I detect magic stuff.
You detect transmutation on it.
Okay.
And we roll our... It's been turned. It's been changed is all that means.
On a 17, what does that mean?
I got nothing on Arcana there. I got 7.
On what? Sorry, what are you rolling?
17 for
Arcana to see what kind of what exactly it is that changed it. And does it also? Can we also figure out what the goo is from the cauldron? Because he has a jar of it.
I got a 14 on the goo.
You would have to use a knock or similar spell to open it.
Gotcha. So we don't have that. It's an arcane lock, basically. So we need magic. I don't know knock.
Okay. And I was also checking what the goo was going on with. What's up with this weird goo?
From the
17 on a goo, too.
Yep.
the cauldron.
Oh,
the cauldron goo.
Yeah.
You gotta go back to old
whether or
Spittlespew.
not I would need to go back to that cauldron and get more of it or not.
Drink it.
I'll let you roll on that. I
We
just
just
don't
did.
remember where it was on the book.
We both did.
We
must really know what's going
What's
on.
cooking? It is a liquid that, if drank, you would assume would polymorph someone.
Oh!
Polynor.
More bottles.
Yeah, can we
I
collect
have a whole
bottles?
jar of that.
It's a poly.
We just take the cauldron.
It's a
You don't know
polyjuice
what
potion.
You don't know what you turn into, but you turn
I
into
don't
something.
care.
Polymorph
I'm
liquid
sure it's
in a
random.
jar.
It's not. It's a 75% this, 25% that roll.
Oh.
So it's you got two choices.
Do
and you
we
don't know what
roll?
they are. You roll. You would roll a d100.
Can we find a bottle somewhere in this place?
Can we find multiple bottles?
Yeah, it's a potion room.
Okay.
Okay. We grab multiple bottles. What's the allowable amount of bottles for us
How
to
many
find?
jars and bottles can we take?
I mean,
We're not going to go insane. You can make a thematically
I would say like
appropriate amount.
3 apiece. You have the jar, which I think would be like 2 bottles worth there
Okay.
Yep.
because it's larger.
Yeah.
So I would say like 3 bottles apiece if that's what you wanted to do.
So we can all have 3 bottles. Why not?
3 bottles.
Which you can fill up later. I assume you're not leaving the cottage just yet,
3x glass
unless you are leaving the cottage.
bottles. Do we already searched the attic as best we needed to, correct? We don't really have a reason to go back up there.
I got the thing I wanted.
Oh yeah, he detected magic. Did he detect magic on his helmet too? Was it magical in any sense?
Yeah, but he doesn't know what it does.
Okay. What was
Just need to
the
meditate with it.
I actually don't think it does. I don't think it works that way. I think you have to know what it is to be able to use it.
identify?
Identify is what you need. Absolutely.
I think it's the determine. I think if you just attune, you attune.
Identify.
It's a spell you don't have.
Yeah.
And I can't use like investigate or insight or anything?
No, it requires an actual spell to know what it does.
Or go somewhere
Because
and
it's
have
a
it
magic
identified.
So if he puts it on, he doesn't attune to it?
I've not taken it off yet.
I don't think there's attunement on it. That's the thing.
Okay.
It might be cursed.
I'm okay with that. I'm not taking it off yet. I'm
It's
happy.
cursed, I think it would definitely enact something. I don't think you'd have to know what a curse is for a curse to work. That would defeat the purpose of a curse.
I've got my smile back, and I can light fires.
Because you
good.
found skull, porcelain jar.
Yeah, when it comes to magical items to attune, you just have to take a short rest and like deal with it. When it's a
Wooden
cursed
mannequin
item,
with a helmet
to
on it.
determine what it is, you have to identify.
When you removed the helm, the mannequin went crazy.
Yep, and we found out a creative solution to that
He
problem.
disassembled the mannequin with the helmet on and then took the helmet.
Yep. Disassembled it, wrapped the limbs up, threw them across the room,
I may
and
be
took
wrong.
off the helmet.
I may be wrong, and I may have dipped you here, and I apologize.
If it is cursed, cursed items do say they need to be identified.
To know what the curse is.
Yes.
But not to enact the curse.
No, it just triggers.
Yeah.
But attunement, you just had to hold on to it for so
Google what
long.
It is. It might actually be attunement, and I do apologize.
You're
it
fine.
wouldn't have necessarily helped you super beneficially if you do figure it out.
Well, let us
But it
determine
might.
that, you fucking sandbagger.
I mean, in the future, maybe. I don't know whether or not it would have.
Is it like
still
a
not taking
Magneto
it off.
helmet? Is it that where you're prevented from psychic damage? You can't be telekinetically
Immune
taken
to
over.
magic attacks forever.
Actually, because I think I looked this up last time. You're right. It does require attunement. So if you sit with it for an hour,
He did.
I
We've had
took
like
slept.
short
He's
rests.
been sitting with it for a day.
I haven't taken it off since I took it from the mannequin.
So yeah, he's definitely had it for at least
And
at least a short rest,
And
which
then
is
crush
always-
the mannequin's head.
With this item, you believe that you could probably, for at least for a short amount of time, or as long as your concentration allows, as a bonus action, detect people's thoughts.
Oh,
God, it is basically it's Cerebro.
So as a bonus action,
You have
I
a
can-
mobile Cerebro.
Basically, it's a helm of telepathy. So you have detect thoughts,
It's Cerebro.
which is a spell save DC of 13 for me. So if you ever use it, I have to roll a 13 or higher.
And that's just for base level thoughts, right?
As long as you maintain concentration on it, so it does maintain concentration, you can use a bonus action to send a telepathic message to a creature you are focused on, that being the person's thoughts you are listening to. It can reply, using a bonus action to do so, while your focus on it continues. While focusing on a creature with detect thoughts, you can use an action to cast the suggestion spell. Which is a spell save DC of 13 again. Once that's used, the suggestion property can't be used again until the next dawn. So it's not
it's
per
once
rest,
per
it's
day.
per complete sunrise, not just 8-hour rest.
So once per day, I can do the suggestion spell.
Yeah, it's technically this is an uncommon item, which I think is crazy.
that it's uncommon.
Well, it says adventuring gear, wondrous item ahead, and then in category items, item rarity uncommon.
Of telepathy.
I would say it's wondrous item, but it says uncommon on here.
I wouldn't.
The reason it's not that is because the DC is not very high.
Probably true.
If it was a really high DC, yeah, it'd be a much more difficult item to come across. But it's a pretty low DC save. So against like a normal person, it probably wouldn't be that difficult. It would be harder to beat, but against higher end people, it's going to be a lot tougher. Which, unlike rolling a high charisma thing, you actually can make people do stuff they probably wouldn't do, I believe.
And it's another spell save DC 13 against the suggestion.
Okay. So one is telepathic communication.
You can do all of these things as long as you maintain concentration. So if you detect somebody's thoughts and they knock you out of it, you're kind of done for the day. Because all of this works until the next dawn, I believe is what it stated. Or was that specifically the suggestion? That was the suggestion. That was the suggestion.
Everything else is just if I can maintain concentration. It's like I can read thoughts. I can communicate telepathically. So it's the creature I'm focused on.
Yeah, it doesn't state that that's an... Well, it's probably an action to do it, but I don't believe it stated that it was once a day for the item.
The telepathic actions, except for the suggestion, were bonus actions.
You could have done all those things in combat.
Telepathic message and suggestion. Suggestion does not state that it is a bonus action.
Oh.
What is
While you're focusing on a creature, you can use the action to cast suggestion.
Yeah, it costs an action.
It does cost you a whole action to do suggestion, but it's a bonus action to simply talk to someone.
That makes sense to me. You probably want to look up suggestion to know how it works.
And you guys thought it was silly that I wanted the helmet.
I didn't think
it was silly at all.
If you find an item and
Came up with a clever way to keep it. Like, I wasn't going to be like, oh no, the mannequin reforms like the Terminator. You have to fight it. Because that just sounds silly to me.
Yeah, I would
have taken off the helmet, thrown the body out the window, and it's like just take the head.
The only other
body out the window.
and that would
the
become
only
your
thing-
immortal snail.
The only other thing up in that attic that you guys didn't really
it
get
wasn't a can of Coke at least.
Yeah.
the only other thing in that attic that you guys didn't really get around to inspecting so much was the bronze frog.
Okay.
What'd you say about we didn't do what?
The only other thing in the attic you guys didn't really get close to was the bronze frog.
I don't even
There
remember
was
a bronze frog up there.
It was the one with the dark
Oh, it had
gap
the
for the mouth.
black portal.
Sort of
to
had
something.
its gaping mouth is filled with some sort of darkness.
Yeah, I remember. We didn't
Almost
really
a swirling
investigate that
darkness.
because we didn't know what to do with it. So we're like, never mind. Well, I guess we need to
Now
go.
that she's dead. It's intriguing.
You can go check on that if you really want to, but
It's just the item itself. It doesn't mean she has to be alive for it to work.
I know.
do we want to just
But
go
I
take
didn't want
the?
to fuck us with her being alive.
Do we want to just go take said bronze frog then?
Yeah, let's take it. How big is it?
No, this is a very, very large item.
Oh,
it's
it's
not,
like a
We're
statue.
probably wanting to
Yeah,
find
this-
out
this
what's
thing
in
is,
the mouth.
probably even taller than you.
Oh, okay.
But is it taller than him?
It's definitely taller than you.
Oh, of course. I'm
It's
tiny.
no. This would be something that would be incredibly heavy and not. You wouldn't be able to carry it out.
If I were to pour the potion of reduce on it, would it do anything?
I'm gonna go grab one of the taxidermied birds.
Okay.
And attach the
And I'm
taxidermy
gonna
bird.
throw it into the frog's mouth.
Yeah. Blood
roll me grapple
sacrifice.
first on it because if you open the cage, it gets a little antsy. So roll a grapple on it.
8.
I don't know what's the 8. What's the the AC of a hawk? Because that's what it uses.
I don't know.
Let's see. Well,
Hey,
it
strong
would.
guy, you grabbed a bird.
Okay.
It would just. Yeah. Hold on. I'll look it up.
Is it an African or European swallow?
That's not what
don't
we're
know.
asking. All right. It is hawk.
No.
Armor class 13.
AC 13. You don't grab it.
Well, luckily there's a second one.
I mean, there's 7 of them total.
Oh, there's multiple.
I got it.
Okay. You can
You
reach
grab
in
the
and grab
same
it.
hawk he did,
That's
and you're just
fine.
like, no, got it.
Again, like it's a combat I don't feel like doing.
I will follow after the Haragon and do what he asked me to do.
Yeah, throw
You're
it in that
gonna
mouth.
throw it. You're gonna throw it into the mouth.
Throw it in the mouth.
It goes into the mouth.
Does it make a noise? Is it just utter silence after it goes in there?
You hear it squawk like a hawk would, and it's like it gets cut off.
Okay.
hear
Tie
that.
something to the end of the rope that's tied to me.
I don't know if I want to do that.
I'm not saying throw me in. I'm saying
Throw something else in.
Oh, there's something else.
not
Use
me.
it
I was saying
as a-
tie something to the end of it, and then we could just pull that one back and see what
Okay,
happens.
yeah.
Well, this
I'm
is
not saying
an attic.
throw me in. I didn't want to go in the hole.
All right. Let's.
Everybody's like, I
that's
don't.
a better idea.
This
Why
bronze
steal your
statue
tags?
weighs 750 pounds.
Yeah, we can't carry
We're
that.
not worried about that. We're just looking around the attic for things to throw in there.
What are we gonna throw now? We'll take the mannequin's head and wrap.
Where is the mannequin? It's in different parts.
Yeah,
it's
it's still flopping around on the
mannequin's
floor.
just in pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
Take
take
one.
its head and wrap a rope around it
Okay.
and throw it in there.
You throw it in there.
And now we reel it back in.
out.
When you reel it back out, it
Is a human head. Oh my
it
god.
appears to be like almost muddy and gross.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting.
I take the mud, I wipe my finger across it, and I put it in my mouth, and I go, I taste nothing.
Almost tastes fishy. and
I wouldn't
gross.
know this because I can't taste.
Oh well. It has a bit of a boggy, swampy scent for those rest of you.
Okay. All right. We'll keep that in mind. Maybe somebody else is looking for this thing. It's a frog totem, so maybe it's
With a teleport.
maybe
wait.
it belongs to one of the bullywogs.
Do we want to throw me through it? It's a bog swamp.
I don't know where it's going.
I do love that. I don't want to go in there. Wait a second.
I was like, wait.
Maybe
We got
I
bog swamp.
I
do.
would rather
There isn't a swamp plane.
maybe go back, not that we know of.
Yeah, true. It could be between planes, earth and water.
I
You
say
get a
to go
swampy
back
bog.
to the.
The satyr's just walking around like, can we go?
Oh
No.
yeah, I forgot he was here.
Yeah, I did too.
The answer is still no.
We can go.
Let's go back to
The
the
cauldron.
bullywog people that we talked to the last time.
The ones,
The ones
with
that
the
were about
mayor.
to spark a revolution.
Yeah, the revolution starters.
No. Before we do that,
Oh,
cauldron first.
Oh yeah,
That's
cauldron. Get our
Yeah,
potion.
you guys
Cauldron
can
first.
fill up your shit. I'm
All of the vials are now full of transmutate
Yep.
polymorph potion.
and then I just want to let them know that thing's there. If I don't know if it's important to anybody.
You get to the hut and they're not there.
Okay,
Well, we go to the kingdom and it's just be raised and burning. Like,
we'll go back to the bandits then.
Are you walking around the lake or are you rowing through the lake?
whichever one's more conducive to store.
Oh wait, no, you're going back to the bandits. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
Not to the bullywug.
No.
We're not talking to the king
We're
yet.
avoiding
Because
that.
there is a quarter of a lake you haven't looked through. So it's up to you.
Is it on the way?
No, it would be to the east. The bandits would be west.
I was trying to multitask.
Let's hit the bandits.
here.
We got a little side quest to get out of the way.
Yeah,
we've got to
You
get
finish that
remember
one.
Clapperclaw is with the Soggy Court.
we'll see him.
We'll hit
shortly.
him after
You
the
can
bandits.
go back to the bandits, and you bring them her head, and they cheer. They are happy about this, and Agdon is hella surprised. He says, You guys can go through my horde. You can go through my horde. You can have 2 items. Go ahead, just go through my horde. So you guys can roll on the trinket table. It's a D100 table. This is his reciprocity. Let me get the table open first. Okay. You guys get 2 items out of it.
I got 3
3.
and 85.
You find a silver mirror with a nymph-shaped handle.
And an 85.
85. A sprig of rosemary wrapped with a ribbon at one end.
I got 48.
48. 8-inch long glass ant figurine. You can roll again, Josh. You can roll twice.
17.
17. A sheet of music.
For the person who has no artistic
29.
feeling.
Not yet.
29 for Josh's
guys'
second one.
I think your guys is going to be the last one we go to, too.
You find a toy unicorn made of wood, painted with bright colors.
61.
61. Did you not already do 2?
Nope.
He did one. He got the sheet of music.
You find an empty bag labeled candy.
Ooh, you should put the goo in it.
Toy rainbow unicorn.
That works. What were you 2?
15.
Name it Charlie.
You find a wooden jigsaw piece as big as a saucer, painted with an image of a jug on it.
Okay.
He got some random stuff.
I got a toy spider and a unicorn now. I'm rolling it.
The spider rides.
What's
the
your second roll?
Writing this down in case it comes in handy later.
unicorn.
57.
57. You find a wooden top with 4 sides, each bearing the image of a child enjoying a different season.
Dreidel.
Exactly.
Made you
It's a
out of mud.
seasonal dreidel.
Yeah, basically, you got a seasonal dreidel.
Thank you, South Park. That was
As you
on
can
another
see,
lead
the
line.
random shit he just has collected. None of it's worth a thing. There's no magic on it. Like, you could detect it if you wanted to.
I'm
It
not
just is
going
what
to
it
waste
is.
that
It's
spell
just
slot.
stuff.
All right, well, we got a bucket of mushrooms to give back to Jingle Jangle.
Jingle Jangle, which is all the way on the other side of the Thither.
At this point in time, I'm okay saying the bandits can give the mushrooms back. They're not supposed to be bandits no more. That was the deal.
You know what? Agdon will agree with that. He said he will actually deliver them personally.
There we go. Cool. We need to go get Clapperclaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Find a place to drop this junk
We're
off.
just finishing all these side quests for the XP bonuses.
Right. So when you guys row back into the Murky Lake, do you go north or south?
Why are we rowing in the Murky Lake?
Because
That's how you
to
get there.
back to the Usagi court.
That's where Clapperclaw was. He was at the Soggy.
The
He was
Murky
at the
Lake is
bridge
at the
to
center
Clapperclaw.
of all the things you've been walking around.
Yeah.
And the cottage sat in the very middle of the Murky Lake.
Right. So why are we back in the lake?
Because you have to row back to
Yeah,
it.
we sailed to that point.
To get back to Downfall, you have to row back into it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
You're at the opening where the river
Gotcha.
opens into the Murky Lake.
Okay.
Do you want to go left north or right east? South?
Wherever took us to Clapperclaw.
We'll go back the other way that we haven't just.
Go the way we haven't gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do you want to get on land and walk it?
Yes.
That was I was just asking.
The answer is yes.
We had to get through that part to
You
get
have to
where
get
we
to
can
the
go.
opening before you make that decision. You can't just show
Because-
up on the shore.
because
I don't know
I
which.
understand
I don't know
that.
which direction you want
I
to go.
understand that. But you said the lake.
Yeah, because that's where you end up before you go left or right.
Yeah, the bandit camp was basically a choke point. You have to go through that, which connects via water.
All right.
Because it's in, like, there's just a bunch of shit. And then to get through the bandit camp, which was
think that
over
might
top
be-
of the nasty lake, or one of the riverways that connected to the area where all the shit was. So basically, we're in the woods.
The first thing you come across is a watchtower.
A watchtower.
A 10-foot-high raised wooden platform stands atop a mound of mossy earth and mud. 2 bullywugs lays at their guard posts atop the platform, occasionally peering through a long spyglass mounted on a swivel. A frayed clothesline attached to one corner of the watchtower is festooned with patchwork garments. The line, at this point, no longer stretches because you cut that one.
Yep.
It is now dangling.
Is this watchtower also a wash tower?
Nope.
Okay. I didn't know if that's why the clothes were there. They'd wheel them in and wash them and send them back. Wash, quote unquote, because she didn't seem like the cleanest person.
That's what you see.
Nothing else besides this tower.
Nope, just these 2 bullywugs probably sleeping on the job.
I'm going to shout up at him. What are you doing?
Not sleeping, that's for sure.
That's fine, but what are you doing?
Just keeping watch.
For what?
Any kind of danger.
Like, what?
Brigands, witches, what have you?
You don't have those issues here anymore. What else are you doing?
They kind of look at each other like, what?
Yeah, don't worry about those things. What are you doing?
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
And the brigands don't brigand.
They kind of look at each other and go, they start descending the tower. They start heading back toward the Usagi court.
Okay, anything worthwhile in that tower?
No. You can go up there. There's nothing on it.
Okay.
Just a spyglass that you can kind of see around the lake no less away. Well,
Anything worthwhile to look at through the
you can't
spyglass?
look past 20 feet.
Okay, yeah, it's all foggy.
Yeah.
20 feet.
Yeah, remember that's how foggy it was here.
We only have vision up to 20 feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why everything's slow going in the water.
The next place you come across is...
What do you mean? It's like, well, the witch is dead and the brigands don't brigand. What else can I tell you?
We solved your problems for you.
You come across another hut.
Is it Jabba?
The door is unlocked if you want to go in.
Okay, we'll just wander in, breaking and entering if the door's unlocked. It's not
Frayed
breaking.
rope tethers a giant toad to a wooden post in the middle of this hut. The toad looks uncomfortable as a pair of sticky, webbed hands push their way out of its mouth. The toad's jaw opens wide as it regurgitates a bullywog who falls prone to the floor.
Sir? Are you okay?
Who are you?
Just some passerbys. Are you okay?
Just playing the game.
Did you lose?
Never really win with this one.
What is the game?
My job here is to keep watch the toad. He likes to play a game where he swallows and spits you back out. If I don't do it, he'll get agitated, then never spit me back out.
Who's making you watch the toad?
The king.
Is it his toad?
It's sort of everyone's.
Do you need help with the toad?
I could use a break, but you'll have to play the game to keep him occupied.
Do I want to play the game?
That's your choice.
You want to get swallowed by a giant toad?
Does it hurt?
I mean, probably.
Has there been enough time for a short rest to have occurred?
Probably, sure.
Can I cast sleep on the toad?
It goes to sleep.
Okay.
I imagine you're gonna roll enough.
I roll 7d8.
It's fine. You can knock it out.
Okay. I gave you a break, sir. It'll sleep for, I think, 10 minutes.
Oh, thank you. He says, my name is Vlonk.
Hello, Vlonk.
Oh, I need a nap. Oh, here. And he kind of reaches in his pocket.
I'm getting us all the free stuff.
At least we don't have to worry about random encounters with you in our party.
It lasts a minute, but if you don't force it awake, it'll stay asleep.
Oh, what did Mr. Tumnus do after we delivered him to the...
Yeah, we got him out.
They gave him his clothes back and freed him to roam.
Okay.
Cool. What'd Vlunk give me, I wonder?
I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, I couldn't remember it either. We also need to figure out whatever happened to Sir Travel Bags. Talavar.
That guy fucked off. Whatever.
He gives you a silver fork with the outer tines bent a little sideways. Just random Feywild trinket.
That's fine. I got lots of trinkets. Alrighty.
Continuing around the lake then.
I'll let him also fall asleep with sleep. As like he delayed the sleep.
Oh, if you...
Why not? Just let him sleep.
Let them both sleep.
He'll probably just slump down right there.
That's fine. I'm
We should probably-
helping him sleep more easily.
We should probably take a rest at some point, get our stuff back
That's fine.
before going back to the king.
Yeah. If the king's not already dead and set on a pike.
Well, if there's a revolution, who knows who's going to attack who?
The new king might be...
The next thing you come across is... the place where the revolutionaries were staying. That is empty now.
Okay.
Which would have also had the crate that you brought back.
Probably Illig. Illig might be the new king.
There is a bridge across the water. No problem. You can walk across it.
Okie doke. I'm just using my spells. They come back like sleep. Go to bed.
It's nap time for everybody.
Oh, yeah, at some point, I'm going to cast Find Familiar to just have my sprite friend show up, old Criminy.
Where's that at? The other one is the bullywug hut. You found the like the chest that had like some random shit in it. Like there was like a mummified frog and some other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So nobody was in there. So if you'd like to continue down. Continuing down, you come to a patch of toadstools. Like large toadstools. Your heart suddenly feels cold, filling you with a sense of loneliness that borders on despair. A haunting, melancholy tune played on a flute reaches out to you from somewhere within the field of oversized toadstools.
I have a cold heart too. It's in my backpack.
I was like, no, oh yeah, you do.
What would you like to do?
Get the hell out of here.
You
I don't understand. I'm still confused on this whole thing. Like,
these are just the places you didn't hit.
right.
This place is cursed.
So wait, there's a cold heart or something cold emanating again?
No.
You suddenly feel cold, as if there is loneliness in you.
This is a place.
It's not like, ooh, it's chilly. You feel like completely forlorn.
Like something's pulling out your joy. And
Yeah.
warmth. Gotcha.
If you just want to continue around, you can go. You can eventually make your way back to the soggy court.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't want to deal with something cold and forlorning like that. That's just no. I don't want to deal with those things.
You guys get back
slideshow.
and you see that they are the bullywugs are cleaning up a bit of a mess. It looks as though a fight has broken out here. There were dead bullywugs lying around, but the king stands tall.
Do we see the head of Illig?
You don't see Illig at all.
What happened here?
Ah, my friends. He says, there was some sort of revolution, as I had thought and suggested to you. You know.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, he did. He literally said, I don't think my people trust me.
Yeah, he thought
That's different than suggesting he knew of a revolution.
But you were aware of how their society works.
Yeah, he said they don't trust, and he's
I know,
worried of an
that's-
uprising.
That's a very big leap.
He did say
He pretty much suggested they're going to kill me. I don't want to become a head on a
Aren't
spike.
they all killed?
I feel like you said
Yeah, they're all
that he was
spikes.
worried there was going to
yet
be
they
an
don't
uprising.
die.
He said he was worried his head was going to be on a spike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he made hints at like it's gonna go down.
Yeah. That's the explanation. There was an attempted coup and they was thwarted.
Was it Baron Illig?
Aye, it was.
And is he no more?
He's on the bridge.
He's on a pike. Okay.
Do I see the lady who whispered to me?
Yeah.
Is she alive?
Yeah.
Might want to look out for that one.
And he looks over and says, appreciated.
Do we want
As
to tell him
two
about
guards
the queen?
pick her up by her arms and drag her somewhere.
The hag's dead, by the way.
His massive frog mouth opens in shock.
And I just...
You can close that.
We don't eat, and his tongue rolls up.
You don't need another slack jaw in the area. No, thank you.
He says, "How did you kill her?"
Easily enough.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was easy, but yeah.
Easily enough.
I mean,
She did try to
comparatively, really not a lot of scratches made on us.
Yeah, I took all of 2 damage that fight.
We did find some kind of frog totem in there that had a gaping mouth that if you threw something in it, it looked like it went into maybe some kind of boggy thing. I don't know if that's...
I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
Well,
She was a hag, perhaps.
you and your
it's
people
some
would
sort of
like an
magical
offering
dimension.
device.
I don't know.
I just thought with it being a frog statue, me being a frog. And
New place to
Means
send
nothing.
your prisoners.
Perhaps you are onto something there.
Maybe.
Perhaps we'll take up the cottage ourselves.
Probably. Maybe.
Do you? Oh God, that's what I meant to ask the brigands. Can we retcon this? Ask him if he knows any magic users that know the knock spell by chance.
He wouldn't know anybody.
What about the frog?
He would suggest that the hags would know them. They're the most powerful magical beings that they are aware of in here, aside from Zabilna.
That's not helpful.
I knew he would say that. It's like,
If you do take over the cottage, we would like to have free access to enter and leave.
Done.
Cool. We can just go and with it then.
Still, we need to know how.
I might be able to learn it at some point. I'll look. If I can, we can just go back at some point. If not, I can always multi-class and become a coffee lock, which is fine.
You see Clapperclaw like peer out of a corner,
Here, bud, and I'll throw his head to him.
and he catches it, and like he like pops this thing off, and out from out of it fall like 8 copper pieces. Because that ringing was in his head. He puts it on and whatever. That sort of weird sound.
Could always dip into
He kind of chatters this like skeletal sound, and is like, so much better.
You sound a lot clearer.
I can see clearer.
You don't. Does he have eyes?
My
No.
head is not gone.
You don't have eyes.
No need.
What do you see?
I see you and the bog and the bullywogs and the mess.
You know, you don't have eyes either.
I have what look like eyes.
So does he. He's got sockets.
He's
like you do.
sockets. Well, I have drawn on eyes. I painted runes
Staring
onto
each other.
them.
How do you see? How do you see?
Staring contest, go!
Exactly. I want to set them down and have a staring contest.
I totally spaced when you said there's stuff written in Elvish. It's like, oh, can you guys read Elvish? I can read every language. I forgot I took that as an invocation. I can read all languages, so it doesn't matter what it is. I can read it.
No.
Yeah,
I didn't care. I gave it to you.
they knew it, so I didn't care either.
Yeah, I figured one of you guys spoke Elvish. Somebody at least always takes Elvish. He says, I overheard. I can't believe that you've killed her. It's insane.
Well, it's not too insane. We did it.
He
It's
says,
apparently doable.
Are you ready to go then?
Do you know anyone that has the knock spell?
Again, Hag. Damn. He doesn't know anyone else that is that powerful.
Okay. Well, next level up, I could dip into Sorcerer, and at 3rd level in Sorcerer, it's gonna be a while. Yeah, I was just saying. But I could also become a coffee lock, where I just never have I never run out of spell slots.
We should probably take a nap
Yeah, let's ask the.
because we're kind of.
Out of curiosity, how do you travel through the mist or the fog?
He says, well, for some odd reason, I'm the only one that can. I think the best way to do it is to take a balloon today.
We're gonna go ballooning.
Yep.
How long will it take to get there in a balloon?
37 days. That's a.
Well, if it takes about 8 hours.
it takes,
There's our rest.
if it takes at least 8 hours, we're gonna take a nap in the balloon.
Well,
I think at a certain level, I
we
can
see where
pick
Downfall is on the main map. He said Downfall is the furthest western location. Hither is east. It is in miles, roughly 15 miles to the edge in a hot air balloon.
He's an Eldritch Knight, right?
Yeah.
He can run the spell.
Oh, I can?
Once you get access to 2nd level spells, you can. He's only got 1st level.
Which is like 5th level, right?
I can look.
I think it's like 5th level.
Yeah, he can learn it because he learns wizard spells, and it's certain points in times he can learn that. But
Nice.
yeah, so at some point you can learn knock, and we have access to go in and out of that place.
So you're saying level 5. 2 more
Wait,
levels.
did you? What else spells did you take? You took
He only-
shield, frost fingers.
He only knows the way to Thither.
To Hither.
Hither.
Yeah, we're in Thither.
He says that he's tried to. He says, "I've tried to enter Yon, but for some reason I can't. I can't get to the palace, but I can get you to Hither. From there, you may have to find another guide. It's a 15-mile balloon ride.
It's not very far.
Okay, I don't know what that means in balloon speed.
It's going to have to take what's essentially a diagonal from the northwest of Hither to the southwest of Thither, which is well over 15 miles. He says, when we get there, there's a cave not far off from where I usually end. You can rest in there if need be.
No napping on the balloon.
Travels as fast as the wind is blowing. So I don't have a fucking answer for you, and neither does Google.
So what happens is Lucas rolls a die, and it takes however long he feels like saying it takes.
I feel like we're that scene from
Takes
Tommy
15
Boy
hours.
where he's in the lake.
Hey, there we go. See?
We got a rest and a half, almost 2.
I rolled a d20 because why the fuck not?
That works.
You're lucky. It's you got a bit of a breeze.
It's a low wind day.
All right, we will go to the cave and rest in the cave.
You will get in the balloon. First of all, he will the Bullywug King will allow you because of everything that's happened.
Of course he will.
He's friends now with he is friends with Clapperclaw. You guys will get in the thing, which you can rest in because it's 8 hours plus, and as you land, you will level up.
Sweet, we are level 4.
Thank you all for listening. The Wild Beyond the Witchlight is co-written by Stacey Allen, Will Doyle, Ari Levitch, and Chris Perkins. You can find us online at raincorsbrothel.com and on Facebook at Fans of the Raincour's Brothel.